Hi, my name's Keith Nickel, and today what I want to look at is pole-assisted glide as it applies to classic roller skiing. This is something I've been working on with several of the people involved with my online program, and this might be of interest to you. If you don't have a roller ski coaching where you are, you want to improve your skiing through the summer and fall, roller skiing is a great way to do that. And one of the nice things about roller skiing is because it simulates the action of skiing so well, you can actually not only maintain your skiing, but improve your skiing. And that's what we're working on with these people in my online program. They want to move into using their poles a bit more efficiently in their classic skiing. So let's look at what we mean by pole-assisted glide and then some drills that you might use to improve that with your roller skiing. So what we mean by pole-assisted glide is that we kind of separate the striding motion of skiing with the poling motion. If we look at how a lot of people maybe go Nordic walking, and I'll demonstrate that right now, is that if we walk and have an action like this, we're basically using our poles and our feet at the same time. Okay, so we walk and pole, walk and pole, walk and pole. Okay, a lot of beginner skiers do the same thing when they put skis on, and they don't really have any weight shift and so forth. So this particular idea of pole-assisted glide assumes that you've got a bit of balance. If you don't have balance, go back to part 1 and part 2 of my getting started with classic roller skiing to improve your balance. This is a kind of a timing issue. What we want to do when you think about pole-assisted glide is that we want to separate the poling motion from the striding motion. In other words, we want to stride, then pole, stride, then pole, stride, and then pole. And what that does is keep our momentum going down the track. Cross-country skiing is all about momentum. And if we can keep our momentum going down this track with alternately a stride and then a poling action, we're going to be faster and more efficient than if we do these at the same time, as I demonstrated a bit earlier. So one of the drills that we're going to be looking at when I put on the roller skis is what I call the pause drill. And this is really highlighting the separation of the poling and skiing. And you can actually do a dry land version of that, and it looks kind of like this. We got our athletic stance, ankle, knee, and hip flexed. We move forward, we balance, then we pole. We move forward, keeping that knee flex, balance, pole. Knee flex, balance, pole. Like that. So you can practice this just in your living room or in a situation like this without even putting any skis on. Thinking about keeping that athletic stance, separating these two like that. Another thing you'll notice is that if you want to get even more power out of this, what we want to do is, although we've got our athletic stance like this, when we actually pole, we want to straighten up a little bit. This is going to allow us to put more power onto our pole, and it might look something like this. So we keep our athletic stance to start with, we move over, we've got our nice stance, we rise up a little bit. This allows us now to load the pole before we start the next stride. Up, now we can load the pole with our torso, pull through, and so forth. This rising up is going to give us more power, make our poling that much more efficient. So think about this pause drill that we've just looked at. You can do that in your house. We're going to now demonstrate some of these things with our roller skis. By poling and striding at the same time, I mean something like this. Notice in this case as well, I don't really have much weight shift, but here the poling and the striding are happening at the same time. Sometimes people have some weight shift, like I'm showing here, some weight shift, but again, I'm poling and striding at the same time. What you want to have is a bit of a pause between the poling and the striding, like I show here. To get a feeling of separating these, I like to go really slowly. And notice here how I'm poling, striding is separated. Go slow at first until you develop the timing. So try that pause drill that we just showed you, showing the poling, pausing, separating between the poling and the striding. Another thing to think about is that as you are bringing your hand forward, think about straightening up the glide leg just a little bit. What this will do is give you a little more power on that pulling action. It also helps with that pause. So think about the legs being athletic stance when you come in to the stride, but as you're gliding, standing a little taller on that gives you a little bit of a time to get the pole up, load the pole with the torso, drive it back, making your poling quite a bit more efficient than if we're simply doing this. So this rising up like this helps with the power with the poling. So try that as well. Once you kind of tried the first little drill we tried, try that as well to help with your pole assisted glide. That will really add some power to your diagonal stride. Once you've got the separation, you can start to add a little more power, as I show here. So pole assisted glide suits better classic skiers who already have got pretty good balance and want to refine the timing of the pole plant. And using some of the drills and things we talked about today, hopefully that will help with your skiing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with skiers that you think might benefit. See you on the trail.